When the world is at odds and the mind is at sea, then seize the useless tedium and brew a cup of tea. Hello and welcome to Rabbi Rashi Foundation. Mr. Ranjit Barua, founder director of Aromika Tea, is a tea planter by profession and supports local producers to get a good value and steady market for their produce. He is the founder of Aromika Tea, all the way from Guwahati, Assam. So we are glad to have the second co-founder of Aromika Tea, and she's Dolly Barua. So, ma'am, we are so glad you joined us, and please tell us about your journey and yourself.
It's been a long journey till now. Like I have been accompanying my husband since 2004 in his tea journey. So, and after we left our gardens, so we have come and we have started our small company like Tenderbuds Teas and Craft. And here though we have lots of ups and downs till now, but still we are going strong. So hope this pandemic doesn't affect too much, so we can go a long way.
I'm sure the simplicity and the honesty is showing the way you people are talking, and I think it's wonderful working together as a couple and mentoring a company and people, and above all, I think the help you are giving to the planters, I think that is very valuable because not many can do that. You know, your focus, what I could understand through the whole interview, is helping the smaller tea gardens and tea planters and connecting them globally. I think this is wonderful. Please tell us about your journey from working as in the plantation manufacturing to founding and managing Aromika Tea. Over to you.
Well, I was a tea planter. I had been working for about 20 years in different tea gardens in Assam and a small stint in West Bengal in one of the largest tea company called MacLeod Russell India Limited. So, joining as a management trainee, rising up to different senior levels over a period of 20 years. So, we have known on the job training, we understood what tea is all about, how it is planted, how it is manufactured, what are different types of teas. So this has always interested me. So, and as I was working in different areas, different places of Assam, I saw that our small tea growers make fantastic teas, and most are handcrafted. They've got small land holdings in their houses, and they make teas by the family members, you know, all together. And these teas are very, you can call it artisanal teas, very nice, beautiful teas, handcrafted teas. But the main problem was that they found a lack in marketing or a right area where they can produce, market their teas. So with this concept in mind, I launched Aromika Tea in November 2018 with 5 growers. Started buying their teas and doing the value addition to the product. Basically, a virgin tea is always preferred, but value addition gets a wider market and it improves the nutritional value of the tea and it commands better prices. So that was a journey when we started, and then we got in connect with a wellness aggregator firm called GALF, Get a Life Fitness. The CEO was there, he was very impressed with the teas, and we decided let's collaborate and try to market these teas to a wider audience, because wellness is the in thing now, and through a cup of tea that should definitely appeal to the people. So that was how we started a journey, and we got associated with a organization called OSTGAN, which is Organic Small Tea Growers Association of Northeast. So they have about 180 growers with them. So that's how we started our connections. We started procuring teas from different growers, and we had around 3 retail outlets in Guwahati. Now our products are basically available 12 outlets in Guwahati. We have a tie-up with platforms like Green Central in Calcutta, Mary Cut in Bangalore, then MyGalf in Mumbai. Now in the process of getting associated with some more people in Goa, Pune.
So have you considered expanding internationally also?
Yes, we have now had business connect with a Australian importer basically, and we are launching our teas through them. Most probably in the month just before Christmas in Australia, it will be going as a well tea. So presently we'll be providing them 22 blends, and we'll test the market, how it grows. And we expect from Australia, this will spread to New Zealand and slowly other European countries. So all fingers crossed, and we are quite hopeful, and we plan to dispatch our teas by mid-October to Australia.
That's wonderful. It's such a pride that Indian brands also globally, they flourish. I think it's a real pride for our country as well. Especially these small, planters, they get a, market globally. I think it is wonderful. Yeah, and I would like to tell all our viewers also that Ranjit ji has, through Aromika Teas, he's a proud co-sponsor for our event Family Kitchen Story, where we are trying to help the food service industry. And tea is a very big part of the food service industry, especially the Northeast. I was going through your profile, and we saw that you have very innovative flavors, different names, different kinds. Why don't you just tell us about all your different flavors one by one?
We have some basic blends, like this is the mint green tea, which is a blend of peppermint, spearmint with green tea. And then this is the lemongrass ginger for a different flavor. Then this is a plain, very good organic green tea, which has got white tips. And this is a Tulsi green tea. This is blended with Rama Tulsi and the green tea. We have had some very good wellness teas, like one is the blue tea. Blue tea is made of the opera flowers, which is blue in color, and it is very good for, it works as an anti-stress reliever. Stress reliever, it removes stress, it improves the skin, and leaves you in very good mood, besides helping in weight loss. So this has been one of the most popular tea. Then we launched the Bhut Jolokia tea. This is the only blend in the whole world, and we are in the process of patenting this one. So this has got handcrafted black tea. We call it Dheki tea. Dheki is basically a wooden mortar which is used to crush the rice. The tea is made in that. It's a handcrafted black tea blended with Bhut Jolokia. This is a ghost chili, which is the spiciest chili in the world, and along with some ginger and spices, to increase the taste and nutritional value. We launched recently this is a bamboo shoot tea. Bamboo shoot has antibacterial, antiviral properties in the body, and it is full of phytochemicals. So those people who love bamboo shoot can have a tea blended with bamboo shoot and spices that goes as accompaniment with the bamboo shoot to increase the flavor and taste. Then we have this is a spiced turmeric. Spiced turmeric and Lakadong turmeric, which is very popular. So this is blended with Lakadong spiced turmeric with green tea. We have added ginger, cinnamon, black pepper to it to give it a spiciness, at the same time the flavor and the health benefits of turmeric. So another tea is that this is a chamomile tea. It's another very popular. It helps to have a very peaceful sleep. It induces sleep and stress, relieves you a lot of stress. So this is one of the teas. Then teas as a beauty person is the rose elaichi green tea. Helps in the blood purification, improves the skin quality, tone, that way. Then this is a very special, this is called yellow tea. Yellow tea is called a magical drink. Basically, yellow tea is a process of making tea. It's a process called yellowing. When you brew this tea, the liquor becomes yellow. It is very rich in antioxidants and helps to boost metabolism. It's a very special tea, very costly tea, and not produced in large quantities. This is a rooibos, South African rooibos. South African rooibos. It is basically red tea. It's caffeine free and herbal. This is made from a plant which is called as Aspalathus linearis. It's native to South Africa. It has got 50% more rich in antioxidants than green tea. So it makes a very good cup of red tea with a lot of antioxidants. Then there is a golden orthodox. Normal orthodox are black in color. This is a golden color orthodox, which is made from a plant clone called P126, only in the second flushing period. It's a craft. It's a ये craft का खेला है हाथ का. When you make golden color का teas, it sells quite a premium price. Last year, one of these teas sold for about 75,000 rupees a kilo. Then there is a tea called white tea. White tea is made only from the buds, the unopened buds of a tea bush. So it is again 3 times more rich in antioxidants, very good for heart. So small achievements over the period of time, but we are growing, and we are very glad to associate with organizations like you, where we can showcase our teas and provide health and wellness through the most popular drink just after water, tea. So as it is, people drink tea. So when you get health benefits through a cup of tea, why not try it? And our products are all not in tea bags. It's all loose tea. And the ingredients are natural, no artificial chemical or color added. It's a natural color, natural ingredients, dehydrated, blended with different varieties of teas. And most of teas are organically produced.
So if somebody orders you, that logistics will be easily managed?
Yes, we already are available on Flipkart. And we have our own website, which is www.aromicatea.com. That's people can visit that and then order the teas. We have logistics partners. We are tied with Ciprocket, DTDC. So through this, we do shipping all across the country. And we also export our teas, like small quantities, 5 can, 10 can. So we have been shipping our teas to Canada, Singapore, Dubai, UK, and US.
What is your take on women empowerment? Because I know most of the tea planters or the tea pickers from are women. Is that true?
See, most of the garden workers in the garden are women. A rough estimate, there would be around 65 to 70% workers who are women who are working in these tea gardens. They do all sort of work like plucking. Then some people are in the factory, and this is a very strong workforce, and which is heavily supporting the tea industry in Assam. At Aromica also, we believe a lot in women empowerment, and we encourage women growers to take up farming as a career. And we have around 90% women employees working with us. We also have a cafe, tea cafe, which is called Just Tea, where we serve around 60 types of teas. Different types of tandoori tea, Malai masala tea, milk, and all our teas. We have got around 60 types of teas, and it is the only cafe in Guwahati which has been included by the Assam tourism booklet as a must visit destination. So we have also tried our best to support women empowerment and provide employment to educated, semi-educated, and more so with us, it's more of handcrafted teas. So the skill, the beauty of a lady's hand, fingers, is unparalleled, and they weave magic when they do the blending and the different portion size. Itna mein isko lagana hai, itna mein itna add karna hai. So they create a magic, and it is seen in the product. The products are created with a lot of passion and love.
Mr. Barua, please share with us some common problems the local tea planters, especially with the pandemic. So you could just say something so that the government can take care of it. What are the normal local problems people are facing? The tea gardens and the tea planters.
This year, post-pandemic, the major source problem was the production of tea. It got hampered. No production could be done, no plucking could be done. So the gardens had to be pruned and then again restarted, plucking had to be restarted. So the tea gardens lost a quite volume of teas in the initial 2-3 months. Because even the production is made, the markets were not open, the logistics were not there, teas couldn't be shipped. And then even when the logistics opened, the tea where it is sold, like the retail outlets, the chota mote chai ka dukan, all were closed. So this affected the whole business, the supply chain and the business chain. But then one good thing happened that due to less production, the demand increased, the prices increased. So whatever little was produced, they got a better price for this. And this has helped to offset a little loss, that people at least make up some losses, and we can also promote them in a bigger way and giving them right remuneration for the teas.
I'm sure that will happen very soon.
We at Aromika Tea believe in overall wellness that includes tea as a part of the whole system. I'm sure people will love the different flavors, and try us. Your one cup, your patronage will go a long way in helping the small marginalized farmers and the marginalized workers who work with us, whom we work with, and then this will eventually help in the economic upliftment of everybody down the line.
Do this. Yes.
We are trying our level best to do so, because they are also struggling at the same way, so as we are. So we are trying our level best to give them a steady market and steady platform to sell their teas, and like adding some value to it.
I take this opportunity to really appreciate RA by Rashi Foundation and the initiative taken for the family kitchen. I am also a hotel management graduate, and as I always believe, a lady's fingers has magic in it. So family kitchen, basically run by ladies at home, has got a huge potential, and I definitely look forward to support this kind of initiative. It's a very noble, and me being from the hotel industry, always have a soft corner for this industry. So tea, a part of the whole diet. So why not food and tea? It's a good pairing. So this can always move together. This is an area which has got potential, and I wish all the very best to RA by Rashi Foundation, who has taken a lovely initiative to promote this, the homemade foods and small family kitchen. My best wishes always. And we are glad that we could associate in a small way, and we look forward to future associations also in this novel venture. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. And thank you so much, ma'am, for this. The world becomes a lovely thing. There's beauty as you see, all because you briefly stop to brew a cup of tea.